Hi, and welcome to part 2 of the subject Leadership and Management. And today we will continue to discuss about leadership style and the role of a leader. Last class we learned about the leadership style, and we talked about the leadership style is holistic and involves not only being responsible for the work part of an employee, but also to their personal life part. And that kind of leadership style can first create really difference with any other leadership style, because different leadership styles can have points of difference. So this is the first possible gap that is really with any different leadership style. Another possible gap with this kind of leadership style can be the difference between work and life focus versus work only focus. So again, it depends on the different leadership style, but people who are coming from work and life focus, such as Korean leadership style, it might not be taken well by an employee who is used to more of just work only and having their own personal life. So these kind of mismatches are definitely possible. Another possible difficulty that can come from this kind of leadership style is that it is difficult to object the leader. It is difficult to say no. If you want to say no, if you are saying no, you might be perceived as a threat. You might be perceived as not contributing to the team. So there are difficulties when you're talking about objecting to the leader. Another difficulty can be the focus of team versus individual. So this kind of Korean leadership style is revolving around the team and revolving about good team collaboration and good working environment versus, for example, other styles that might revolve around the individual performance or really just performance oriented. So this is another difficulty that might occur. And the last thing that I would like to mention would be miscommunications. So due to different management styles, there can be a lot of miscommunications and a lot of misunderstandings, and it can create a lot of frustration between either team members between themselves, or maybe a manager and an employee, or maybe the manager and the whole team. So those kind of difficulties definitely exist. But this kind of leadership style also have its positive points and its benefits that we can focus on. For example, this kind of leadership style create coordination within the team. And when the team has very good collaboration and has very good working environment, the team can achieve more. Of course, they can achieve more as a team, not specifically as an individual, but definitely when the team is well performing, the individuals within the team are also getting the recognition for it. Another good point can be a smoother decision-making process. If you remember, we were discussing about decision-making in Korea, which is very long and time-consuming and complex process. But when we have a good leadership and a manager that is looking holistically, not only about the employees, but the team itself, then this kind of environment, when everybody is working together, can create a smoother and better decision-making process. And for the leaders, they are able to delegate while still taking responsibility for team performance. So once the team is sure that the leader will take the responsibility, they can do their job a little bit more freely, and they can really focus on the work that needs to be done and not focus on who will take the responsibility. Will I get some negative feedback if something goes wrong, or will I get a positive feedback if something goes very, very well? So once we know that leader will take responsibility for better or worse, then we feel more comfortable as an employees. And of course, there are many more good points for this kind of leadership style, but those are a few points that I really wanted to make and to share with you. And I encourage you to go ahead and think about more positive or maybe difficulties that you might encounter when you're working with this kind of leadership style. And next part, we will touch upon some do's and some don'ts.